Paul Lafrance here, stream of consciousness series. In this video, we will be talking about Elon Musk and simulations. For those who are curious as to what the heck this is all about, please go back to the intro video at the beginning, which will explain the whole thing to you. I am going on to about 2.5 hours now, straight recording. I'm a little tired, and it's a perfect time to talk about such an unusual topic like Elon Musk and simulations. So, for those who aren't aware, a number of years ago, Elon Musk, Mr. SpaceX, he's got some money, and a lot of people think he might be a little bit zany. I like him. I think that there are people that will like him and not like him. I don't care. When Elon Musk came out and was publicly stating these facts that he believes that from a balance of mathematical probability that we are living in a simulation, I was actually I was kind of listening to him, and I was kind of shocked that the way the world was responding. There was all these scientific studies done on what he was talking about. It was like giving people a chance to speak, and I was realizing, this sounds like it's something that a guy coming out of an alley on a street corner, who looked like he'd been freebasing for a few weeks would be saying, and people would be like, there, Fred. No offense to people named Fred. But what I found particularly interesting, and why I think it's an interesting topic, is when he was talking about this, I was listening to him, and I'm like, while I don't believe that the simulation, in the way that he's putting it, as though it's like there's an alien race and far more advanced than we are technologically. If you look at how much we've advanced in the last 30 years, from like Pong to like the crazy video, 40 years, sorry, the amount of video games we play now, all that stuff aside, what it reminded me of, and the reason why I thought it was an interesting topic, it reminded me of when, from a spiritual perspective, a bunch of Christians were watching The Matrix, and when The Matrix was talking about this alternate reality, and all of that at the time was kind of echoing to me personally. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense to me. Because from a spiritual perspective, from a Christian perspective, and from the perspective of a lot of religions around the world, this is the truth. It's just not aliens per se. It's, when we are said to be in this world but not of this world, when 95%, here's what I want to say. When 95% of the world is stated to believe in a higher power, bigger than themselves, whatever that looks like for you personally, then there is this overarching general concept that we are here, and that there is a heaven, and that there is another realm that is beyond our sight, beyond touch, taste, sense, and feel. Lawrence Fishburne in The Matrix, like, what makes things real? Is it because you can touch it, taste it, feel it? And Neo's going, whoa, this whole concept is kind of what religious teachings are often about. We're like, while we are here in this realm. So you want to call it a simulation or not, but the point of it was this. When I heard Elon talking about this, it kind of echoed. It took me right back to many years ago when I was having this conversation with my daughter, who had been diagnosed with I can't remember which one it was. This one was the realization, depersonalization, derealization disorder. And I'm not going to knock the name of this particular disorder. I won't even get into that. Of the many disorders that are being handed around. Excuse me, I've got a touch of everything. When I was talking with my daughter about this, who was struggling with feeling like nothing was real, that everything around her wasn't real, and going like I just feel like there's nothing. Forget about the fact that we spend, kids are spending most of the time with their, face in their phones or watching screens most of the time instead of nature. I don't want to sound like a dad, because I'm the guiltiest party for staring at my phone for way too long. But when it comes to just the understanding of my daughter having this battle in her mind of like, there's another realm out there that's real, and it's not this one, and I feel like I'm going crazy. And I was looking at her going, actually, kid, I think you're just spiritually aware. I think that and for this particular daughter, she has always had this hyper awareness of the spiritual realm. She is a classic empath. She feels what other people are feeling. She's overwhelmed emotionally. She can sense things that are happening. And half the time I was arguing with God, like, do you mind turning it down a bit? She's had enough. But I thought it was really interesting when Elon Musk was saying this, because of the fact it echoed what I was saying to her. I'm like, kid, I know you feel like you're crazy, but the reality is that's what your mom and I believe. That's what most of the 95% of people who believe in a higher power believe, that this world is a Matrix-esque world. This is a temporary realm that is leading us to another place, that we aren't of this place, that there is a specific purpose for this place. And so from a spiritual perspective, I thought what Elon was saying, which was surprised more parties didn't come out and be like, that guy's batshit crazy. Is it aliens? In my opinion, I don't think it's aliens. I think it's just echoing what 95% of the planet already believe, but often just forget about because we are caught up so much in the tangible of what we can taste, touch, sense, and feel, when the reality is things are not as they seem. And that is a whole other topic in and of itself. I will move on, and I'm interested in your comments below. And maybe you think I'm crazy, but I've already admitted that I might be, so just interested anyway. All right, moving on. And our next topic for our next video will be, this is kind of cool. It does kind of tie in. Jesus was either for real or he was insane in the next video.